Have you ever wondered why some men seem to effortlessly draw women in, while others constantly chase and get nowhere? The secret isn't about looks, money, or cheesy pickup lines. It's about psychology. Seduction isn't just physical attraction, it's a mental game. And the truth is, women often fall for certain mind games they'd never openly admit. These are not manipulations meant to harm, but psychological triggers that awaken desire, curiosity, and emotional connection. We are going to dive deep into the hidden world of seduction psychology, the mind games women secretly love. If you pay close attention and understand these techniques, you'll discover how attraction is less about chasing and more about creating a magnetic pull. The first is the power of mystery. Human beings are naturally drawn to what they can't fully understand, and women are no different. When you reveal everything about yourself too quickly, your emotions, your intentions, your life story, you remove the intrigue. But when you hold back, when you allow curiosity to build, she starts thinking about you more. Imagine texting her but not always replying instantly. Imagine giving short but intriguing answers that leave her wanting to know more. Mystery creates a gap in her mind that she feels compelled to fill, and that's when attraction grows stronger. Women may say they want honesty and openness, and that's true in relationships. But in the early stages of attraction, what they secretly love is not knowing everything, wondering, what's going on in his head? Why is he different? Mystery is magnetic. It tells her you're not desperate for validation, and that alone separates you from the rest. The second is the push-pull game. This is when you show interest in a woman, but then pull back slightly, creating an emotional roller coaster. For example, you compliment her on her style or her energy. She feels the spark. But then, instead of flooding her with validation, you switch topics, tease her lightly, or act slightly indifferent. That contrast makes her chase the emotional high again. Women secretly love this because it mirrors the thrill of romance movies and novels they grew up with. It creates tension, it creates excitement, it makes you unpredictable. The push-pull dynamic works because it prevents you from being boring. Most men either smother women with attention or give them nothing at all. But the man who can balance closeness with distance, warmth with mystery, becomes unforgettable. The third is silent confidence. Confidence is attractive, but loud arrogance is a turnoff. The mind game here is silent confidence. When you enter a room, do you need to announce your presence, or does your energy speak for itself? Women notice the man who seems calm, collected, and unbothered. The man who doesn't need validation. This doesn't mean you're cold or rude. It means your self-worth is not determined by whether she likes you or not. That subtle detachment creates a challenge, and women secretly love challenges. Confidence in silence is more seductive than 1,000 compliments. It shows her you're not chasing approval. You already have it within yourself. The fourth is the game of scarcity. Here as a truth women want to admit. They want what they can fully have. Scarcity creates value. If you're always available, texting all the time, dropping everything to see her, she feels safe but not excited. But when you maintain your own life, your own goals, your own priorities, she sees you as a prize. Scarcity is not about ignoring her. It's about showing that your time and attention are valuable, that she must earn your focus just as much as you earn hers. Think of it this way. If diamonds were lying everywhere on the street, would anyone care? No. It's their scarcity that makes them precious. The same applies to attraction. When you're slightly less available, she secretly desires you more. The fifth is emotional teasing. Another seductive mind game is teasing, but not in a mean or childish way. It's about playful emotional tension. Instead of complimenting her in predictable ways, you tease her gently. If she takes a long time to get ready, you might say, "Wow, you planning to walk a red carpet today?" If she brags about winning a game, you could reply, "Beginner's luck. I'll take you on next time." This lighthearted teasing does two things. It breaks the ice and makes you fun, and it sets you apart from men who only flatter. Teasing makes her feel a mix of emotions, playful annoyance and hidden excitement, and that combination is addictive. Women secretly love men who can make them feel multiple emotions at once. The sixth is the power of eye contact. Eye contact is a mind game in itself. When you look into her eyes just a little longer than usual, you create an unspoken connection. But here's the trick: don't overdo it. Too much, and it feels creepy. Too little, and you seem weak. The sweet spot is maintaining deep, calm, confident eye contact when she speaks, then breaking it with a smirk or slight smile. This makes her wonder what you're thinking. It creates sexual tension without words. Women secretly love the intensity of eye contact with a man who seems sure of himself. The seventh is the game of contrast. Women are drawn to men who show contrasts in their personality. When you can be serious and playful, strong and gentle, mysterious and open at the right times, you create emotional richness. This mind game works because it keeps her guessing. If you're always predictable, she gets bored. But when you reveal different sides of yourself, she feels like there's always more to discover. Think about James Bond. He's dangerous, but charming, cold, yet passionate. It's that contrast that makes him seductive. Women secretly love men who can embody different energies depending on the moment. The eighth is the scar of vulnerability. Here's a paradox. Strength attracts, but vulnerability seduces. Most men think they must always appear strong, unshakable, and in control. And yes, strength is important. But when you allow her small glimpses into your struggles, your fears, or your ambitions, you create intimacy. The key here is balance. Vulnerability shouldn't look like weakness. It should look like honesty. When you share something real, it creates emotional depth, and women secretly love being the person you trust enough to open up to. The ninth is the absence game. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Another mind game is creating distance so she feels your presence more strongly. This doesn't mean ghosting her. It means you occasionally step back. You focus on your life, your work, your passions. You let her miss you. When you reappear, the connection feels stronger. The absence makes her realize how much she values your presence. Women may never admit it, but they secretly love the emotional waves of longing, missing, and reconnecting. It keeps the spark alive. The 10th is the reward system. The final mind game is about rewards. When she invests in you, whether it's opening up emotionally, making an effort, or giving her time, you reward her with your attention, affection, or deeper intimacy. This creates a psychological loop where she feels her actions matter. She feels valued, but also motivated to give more. Most men give everything up front with no standards, but the seductive man creates a system where his attention is earned, and that makes it infinitely more powerful. Seduction isn't about manipulation, it's about understanding psychology. Women secretly love these mind games, not because they want to be played, but because they crave emotional depth, tension, and excitement. To recap, the mind games women secretly love include mystery, push-pull, silent confidence, scarcity, emotional teasing, eye contact, contrast, vulnerability, absence, and rewards. When you master these, you stop chasing and start attracting. You become the kind of man who doesn't beg for attention but naturally commands it. Real seduction isn't about pretending to be someone else. It's about enhancing the traits that already make you magnetic. The power is already within you. These mind games just bring it to the surface. So the next time you meet a woman, don't overthink. Just be mysterious, playful, confident, and slightly unpredictable. Let her feel the thrill of the unknown. Let her crave the chase. Because when you understand these psychological triggers, you'll realize something powerful. Seduction isn't about forcing attraction. It's about making her choose you without even knowing why. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it, and subscribe to our channel, The Untold Truth, for more powerful psychology secrets and untold stories that change the way you see relationships.